This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Gun balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi.
Hello
If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 237. My name's Adam Patterson. Joining me today, we got Kevin Rakestraw. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing okay.
We're also joined by Mr. Ryan Holes. How are you?
I'm doing alright.
Cool. What movie do we have you watch this week?
Manborg?
Manborg.
Oh, Manborg.
Picked this in honor of The Void coming out. This came out in 2011. This is directed by Steven Kostansky. I have a synopsis here. Kostansky. I have a synopsis here. It's a fun last name to say. I have a synopsis here. A soldier brought back to life as a cyborg fights alongside a band of adventurers against demon hordes in a dystopian future. Ryan, tell us a little bit about Manborg.
Well, alright. First of all, have either of you seen this?
Yes, I have. I have seen this.
Alright,
I've not
good,
seen
because
Manborg.
some didn't make sense and some did.
Well, I haven't. It's been a few years, so I probably don't. I don't remember a whole lot about the plot.
Well, okay, there's a vampire count, and he's in charge of a vampire Nazi army, and he kills two brothers eventually, and one of them comes back as this half man, half cyborg. Then,
Manborg?
lies and what? Sick.
Like a Manborg?
Oh, man.
So anyway, he comes back as a half cyborg, half man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's pause it. Isn't a cyborg by definition part human, part robot? Isn't that? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's what a
Yes.
cyborg is.
Alright, well,
So wait, is he
He's
so in
more
this
man.
so is this like 2/3 man and 1/3 robot?
I'm not sure the exact math involved, but I do know that he's a dead man and a live cyborg. So together they make a Manborg.
I mean, I gotta say,
It's
I love the title. I do love the name Manborg.
Manborg.
It sounds like Mad Pig.
Like what?
Man pig?
Mad Pig from South Park. But anyway, okay.
Man bear pig?
Yes, that's on.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So he's in jail, and he comes back a cyborg, and there's three other people. Two of them were brother and sister, and apparently they're good with guns. And the third one, I'm gonna call him Liu Kang because he reminds me of a spitting image of Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. And he also has a Doctor voice.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And for a reason I'm not really sure of, they all are in prison together because they're all apparently good fighters, and the evil Nazi guy keeps them all together. So eventually they break out and they end up killing the girl, the sister. And in order to bring her back to life, the Manborg gives his own life. And he obviously dies and she comes back to life. And the main Nazi guy is destroyed. That's about all I understood. I need to imagine this movie is only an hour long, so they really don't get into anything specific ever.
Yeah, they pack a lot in here too.
It seems like there's a lot of gaps. Seems like we have some gaps here that hopefully Adam can fill in.
No, I can't.
Oh,
I don't remember enough about it to really fill in
okay.
too much. Most of the stuff that I remember about this is like technical stuff, like the fact that. Well, before we get into that, what did you think of Manborg?
It looked terrible. And the one brother, he's Australian. He looks like Billy Idol, but his sister is American. And I was kind of confused as to why they did that.
I think in real
But
life he's Canadian. I think they're all Canadian in real life.
I think about his sister in real life too. They
Man,
have the same last name.
Connor
Who
and
knows?
Meredith. Yeah, Connor and Meredith Sweeney. Yeah, they're brother and sister in real life. This is an Astron 6 film. I think this was the first one of these I've seen. I think I saw Manborg first, and then after that, I guess that came out before Father's Day. But the thing to note about this is I think it's almost all practical effects, if I remember correctly, and they use a lot of stop motion in this.
Yeah, I know.
There's a ton of stop motion going on in this. The director, Steven Kostansky, he's like an effects guy. He does like makeup effects on tons of movies and stuff. So he's kind of that's kind of his wheelhouse is visual effects and things. And I think that this movie he was just wanted to go balls to the wall with the crazy effects. And it's another one of these kind of 80s throwback sci-fi movies. So it's got that kind of. That's why like the Liu Kang character, as Ryan put it, has the dubbed voice for.
Yeah,
There's no, it's a stylistic choice.
obviously.
I remember I had fun with Manborg. I enjoyed Manborg.
The budget was also $1,000.
Yeah, I mean this was like a no budget movie, and I thought like comparing this to something like Kung Fury, like I think that this did it way better than Kung Fury because it wasn't just forcing these pop culture references and things down your throat for no reason. Like Manborg was silly and stupid, but it did it in a pretty fun way. I would compare it to like the FP, which I thought was really fun, or Hobo with a Shotgun, or even Father's Day to a certain degree.
If you watch Touch.0, he has a viewer video on there almost every week recently of Kitty Danger. And that is exactly what this looks like. It almost looks like Sin City, only much, much worse.
Yeah, lots of green screen stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember enjoying Manborg. I thought that the stop motion stuff was fun. The kill bots, I think they were called or something.
I believe.
I thought they were kind of clever.
What they did with this, with the money they put into it, I guess was okay, but it just wasn't for me.
This is like, to me, it's like it's comparable to Trauma. I think that the stuff that Astron 6 does is better than Trauma. Although Father's Day was actually distributed by Trauma, and we actually had the Astron 6 guys on the podcast a few years ago, and they talked about what a nightmare it was to be working with Trauma and how it was just a horrible experience, and Lloyd Kaufman is not a nice person, and
I'm not surprised by that.
nor am I. But the whole reason that we actually had them on, we had them on for two reasons. We were promoting the editor because that was they had an Indiegogo campaign, and we had them on for Kickstart Sunday. And the other reason I had them on is because I wrote a review for Father's Day when it came out, and their fans like eviscerated me on Facebook. They just tore me apart, saying like the worst stuff about me.
Oh no.
Like just really vile things. and I wanted to have him on to confront them about that. So it was kind of fun. But the funny thing was, I didn't hate Father's Day. I liked the movie, but I still got raked over the coals by the fans for it. So
Wonder if they're gonna talk shit about me now.
probably.
Get ready. Picking up that skin, Ryan.
I've seen worse.
You're going to be turned into a meme. You're going to get memed.
He's gonna be a living meme.
You're going to be all over the Facebook.
Bring
So,
it.
all right, so let's talk about Stephen Kostansky. Bring it. Like I said, he did a lot of makeup and special effects stuff. For some, he did some like pretty big movies. He did like the Resident Evil. He did Resident Evil Retribution, Silent Hill Revelations 3D, Wrong Turn 4, and these aren't good movies by any stretch, but special effects are a big part of that. So I consider that a win. As far as films that he directed, in addition to Manborg, which was his feature debut, he did Father's Day, which was another Astron 6. He did BioCop, which was a short film. I feel like I saw that. He did ABCs of Death 2. He did the segment W is for Wish. And then most recently, he did The Void, which is we're going to be talking about in just a little bit. I take it you did not see Father's Day, Ryan, the other horror movie.
All I can remember is Mother's Day.
That was also a trauma movie.
Yeah.
The original one.
I forgot. He watched that.
Yeah. That one was like not too bad as far as
Is
trauma.
Father's Day along the same lines as that?
Not really. Sort of, but not really. It's like I don't know how to describe it. This killer on the loose. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very much in the same vein as Manborg, where it's kind of a throwback exploitation.
He's just is he fighting Nazis on Father's Day?
No. It's more of a kind of straightforward slasher, but done in a really, really ultra violent, super graphic, gory way. That's like got this kind of crass humor, and that's what I got shit for. Was that I was like, because there's like lots of rape jokes and stuff in it, and I was like, I'm just not that into it.
So you're not a rape joke guy.
And then of course people accused me of being raped like by my dad and stuff. It's so terrible.
Jeez,
I know.
Classy bunch, huh?
Yeah.
What can you do? It actually didn't bother me as much as I
know
would expect.
I know I was supposed to laugh at this, but I wasn't into it either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really not. I didn't see The Editor, which is their I think it's like their newest feature, and I was interested in it because it's like kind of a throwback to like 70s giallo, which I love, and so I was interested in seeing it. I never did get around to it, but at some point I will watch it. Let's give you your drum roll on this, Ryan. What do you give Manborg?
I was gonna give it a 1, but I'll give it a 2 because the small budget. It's
Okay.
They tried.
So they're getting bonus points for creativity on this. I like that.
Or are they just getting bonus points because they didn't have any money?
They're getting bonus points because they did what they could with what they had.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was impressive for what it was. There's a bunch of movies. If you're into that type of thing, Ryan, there's a whole bunch of movies that we can show you. Like Dave Made a Maze. Was it Slam Dance this year? Like that one, I thought was really impressive.
I don't know if a 2 is him signaling that he's into that.
That's true.
That's just him being nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Giving a little charity rating.
See, if this had the budget of Cat 1, it would get like a -25.
Okay.
Because they they didn't do anything with the money they had.
Sure. Understandable.
But
I like how Ryan breaks down budgets.
I've
Yeah,
also
that
noticed
was-
that recently you've been giving a lot of reason behind your scores. Like before,
Yeah,
it was
you
just
would
like,
throw
what's
out
the
a
score?
number.
And then you just throw out a number. Now it's like we're getting this whole, this position on why you're giving it. I like that.
I feel like I should like I don't know if
Explain
somebody
your score.
listen to this
I like.
if somebody listens to this blue and they're wanting to know if they should watch the movie or not.
Well, I
They
like.
had $1,000 budget, so they did what they could.
I enjoyed that it took you like 5 years to come to that. You know,
You know what?
if people are
No.
listening to this, maybe I should give some reasons as to what I
I-
think of this movie.
I've thought about it different times.
You just this is the year that you're implementing.
Yeah, I thought this was a good time.
Do you feel as though the audience is ready for it now?
Year 5. This is the year.
This is yes.
They made their minds can handle it now.
Mm.
We parsed out the audience. We weeded them out. We got that base,
The
that
core
that
audience.
core Ryan watches a movie audience, and now we're giving them that special something extra.
Yes.
Oh my!
It's
What a
like,
train
So
wreck.
disregard the previous 5 years.
it's like the special sauce at McDonald's.
Okay.
This is my special sauce.
I loved that. That was amazing, by the way. This is his special sauce. Oh Lord!
His special sauce is giving reason.
Oh my! So, have you seen anything about The Void? Have you heard of this, or have seen trailers or anything?
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, normally I like to pick kind of a more mainstream thing that you would have at least heard of, but this movie I'm actually really excited for. Kevin, I don't know if you've read or seen anything about this, but I'm like really, really excited for this movie. And I didn't even know until I was doing a little research for this week's for the show that it was directed by Steven Kostanski and Jeremy Gillespie, who also he wrote Manborg, and he also played the Baron. So this isn't an Astron 6 movie, but it's pretty much it's got two of the main guys that were involved in that crew. And if you see the trailer for The Void, it doesn't look anything like those movies. Like don't expect it to be this kind of 80s. I mean, it does look like an 80s throwback, but not. It doesn't look like a spoof of an 80s exploitation film or something like that. It looks absolutely terrifying and awesome.
Is it heavy on the rape jokes?
I doubt it, but
you never know.
I don't know.
Never know.
I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping that we can review it on the show. But yeah, it looks really cool. So Ryan, I would say check out the trailer and see if it'd be something it looks really bizarre and horrifying.
I'll look into it.
All right, cool. Any final thoughts on Manborg?
No, I'll leave it alone.
Feel bad for it. Feel
I
bad for it.
Well, I don't want to get trashed online and start a whole thing.
You're already knee deep in it, bud.
Earlier you're like, bring it, and now you're like backing off.
Well, I'm taking the high road.
I don't know
There
if
you go.
that's taking the high road.
They go low, you go high.
Yes.
All right, I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegsDon'tWork. And if you have a minute, take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We'll see you next week.
See ya.